might be considered tough to build a business plan, what's even tougher is to implement. Implementation is hard. Implementation means you have to change. Implementation means you have to step out of your comfort zone. Implementation means you have to do things that you maybe never did before. You're not that good at it. Like, I wasn't that good at anything when I started in the real estate business. I was good at building houses because I'd built a whole bunch before I started in real estate. And many of the realtors where I worked told me, Ray, you should just keep building houses because you're going to suck at real estate. You're going to just be lousy. Matter of fact, quit while you're ahead. I remember at the quitting talk I was telling you to tell. They gave me the quitting talk. Ray, don't even start, just quit. I got the talk, so that's why I know how to give it. Tell a lot of people. A lot of people are even thinking about doing it. Just tell them to quit. I mean, not unless they want to stretch, grow, get outside their comfort zone, and make a lot of money. A lot of them think the money's going to be made without them becoming something. Don't you have to become more? You have to become more of a person. So then there's the law of growth. You got to get better. I know people in business that are the same as they were when they started 10, 15 years ago. And they still get the same results. They don't know how to say it better. They don't know how to close faster. You should be able to do more in less time, but you got to get better. There's the law of problems. In case you didn't know, there is the law of problems. All that success really is you get to solve problems at a higher level, at a higher level of intensity sometimes. So you have to be creative and solve problems. Actually, I used to think for years, I thought for years that the only reason people hired me was because they had a bunch of problems they couldn't solve. Thank you very much. So they would just hire me to solve the problems. Ray, how do we get from here to there? And how do we, are we going to end up on the street? That's actually one of the biggest problems people have. I've been to people's homes who they're kind of halfway thinking about selling, but the thought of ending up on the street is too scary, right? And I'd have to tell them. Many, many times I told people, I said, I guarantee you. I actually was in a meeting like this the other day. I went to co-list something, and biggest thing I told the people was, I said, I can guarantee you're not going to end up on the street. They said, really? I said, absolutely. I said, if you deal with us, I said, there's no way I'm going to let somebody take possession of your home before you're ready to leave. We'll get that figured out. She says, Ray, could you get me 3 months? I said, if that's what it's going to take. If you need 3 months, I'll get you 3 months. Whatever you need. And with that bit of assurance, right? They need somebody to assure them, right? Because that's a big deal for people. I'm going to sell this house, and I'm not going to end up on the street, and I'm going to get into the next place. And in this particular case, the next place is in a different country. I'm helping somebody move out of the country, just recently. I just went to a meeting. But success means I'm going to help them solve the problem. How about the law of patience? Most of us, I know I don't have a lot of patience. Maybe some of you people do, but I suck at patience. However, if you build your plan, okay, the reason you want to know about the law of patience is whatever you think your business plan is going to be after you get it built out, it'll take longer than you think. Usually the goal that you want to make, a lot of times it's harder than you think. Sometimes it isn't, but what if it is? It might take longer than you think. It takes a little bit harder than you thought. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than you thought. Can you roll with the punches? It's law of patience. How about the law of profit? I love the law of profit. Yep. Law of profit. Jim Rohn had a little line that he said, profit is better than wages. The moment I discovered that, the first time I built a home one time, I was in my 20s, and that's a few years ago, just like a few years ago. I built this home, and I sold it. I couldn't believe it. I built this home, lived in it for a while, sold it. And after, I started with nothing. I borrowed everything. I borrowed the money to buy the lot. I borrowed the money to build a house. I borrowed everything. I had nothing. This was like in the 70s. I made 15 grand on the first house I sold, right? The moment I saw the law of profit, I thought, that's it. I got to figure out how to never work for wages ever again. Because profits are better than wages. So you should know that law. How about the law of fun? I love fun. So guess what? Now, I'm telling you this because maybe you don't know what to put in your business plan. But in your business plan, like the simplest, easiest way to make your plan work for the whole year is open up your planner and plan every 90 days to have some fun, go on a holiday. Every 90 days, have a break. Every 90 days, take a week off or 10 days off. Every 90 days. And then what happens is you're programming, if you took the time to write it out. You see, writing, there is a connection between writing and your inner being, your soul, call it whatever you want. Your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind. I don't care what you call it anything you want. But when you write, that's why taking notes is actually a big deal. Taking notes helps you because you kind of program that inner person. And the moment you write down, like I've got these holidays coming, something goes to work inside of you. Everybody, who's had that happen, right? Laura, see? Something goes to work inside and you go, shoot, we got that trip coming up. I need to get this done, need to get this done. Next thing you know, your business starts rocking and rolling. And of course, if you have a lot of listings, you could actually rock and roll and sell the listings while you're on holidays, right, Mark? See, sometimes you don't have to be here to take care of listings. You only have to be here to take care of buyers. That's why this year, with the new rules that are coming, you see, one of the things our company is known for is we are the listing agency. Like we list, REMAX Little Oak in the Fraser Valley lists more property than anybody else, right across the whole valley. But this year, we're going to ramp it up. We're going to ramp it up even more. That is one of the opportunities. And we're going to be encouraging a lot of people who are in the business who aren't with us that they should just quit. So if you guys aren't doing, I'll be out there. I'll have a competition with you. Tell all these people, these new rules are coming. Quit now before you get yourself in trouble. That's my story. Get them all to quit, and then there's more business for us to do, right? And if people are going, well, shoot, if I can't double end my listings, am I going to make as much money? Just list more homes. List more homes. Every time you list one, you have more credibility to list the next one. Let's just list more. And we have by the way, we have a meeting. We have 2 or 3 special meetings between now and the 15th. You'll get emails. Come to the meetings. Dave and I and Ari, we're kind of working out some things to help us go full tilt when the new rules come, so that other people are wondering what to do. We won't be wondering. I got realtors phoning me yesterday from Prince George. Ray, these new rules, we're all worried. I said, good. I said, you should all quit. And you just find me one guy in Prince George I can work with. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, you guys that come to the AGM. I want you, when you come to the AGM, there's a few people you should meet. There's a lady that's coming that's going to walk away with some awards. You need to meet her. And there's a guy who lives in Grand Forks who made over $500,000 last year working out of the Surrey office. Did you hear what I said, Dave? There's a guy who's licensed here in the Surrey office, lives in Grand Forks. And we paid him over $500,000 last year. And the only training he gets is when I'm driving back and forth to training, I talk to him on the phone. You know what the average price is in Grand Forks?
No.
$250,000. So don't be sitting here thinking, well, how did a guy in Grand Forks make $500,000 and I'm living in Surrey? What's the average price in Surrey? There's nothing wrong with the market, and there's nothing wrong with the superintendent other than he's a different kind of guy. The only problem is with you.